Hello everyone and welcome back to the Minecraft 1.20 Let's Play. Last time we finally caught some sniffers and built him a whole palace. We also randomly found this panda while we were out, and today my goal is to make him a lovely home with a playground to entertain him. But first I need to get his name tag that I forgot to make last time because I was a bit preoccupied. Actually, you know what, my anvil broke and we're completely out of iron. Well, let's go on a little adventure then, shall we? I know there's this massive cave over here and I haven't cleared it out, and it looks like there's plenty of iron. Okay, I seriously have been here 5 minutes and I have already almost 2 stacks of raw iron. I do want to check out this lush cave while we're here, mostly for the small drip leaf. Oh, and a spore blossom. I don't think we've gotten any yet. There's some axolotls, 3 pink ones over here. Hey, do you mind if I take your child? Oh, and a brown one, yes. Hey, it keeps going. Bonus spore blossoms. Anyways, that's enough exploring. We got a lot more than what we came for. I'll smelt the iron and a quick detour since we have the small drip leaf. Beautiful. There we go. Now if I ever get more pandas, we'll know which one is the OG. I'm also going to put our spore blossoms around, some in the bee house, one on this tree, and one in the barn. But distractions aside, I want to get started on the build of the day. It's going to be on the backside of the hill so that it's kind of a part of the farming sector, and I'm planning to use a lot of bamboo for the panda's home, and the current farm isn't cutting it. So I think what I'm going to do first is build a bamboo farm inside a new farming house. I also forgot that I bought cactus from a wandering trader last episode, so I might also try to fit a farm for that in the build as well. So the materials I want to use are some more basic kinds of stuff, trying to go a little bit back to the materials that I used for my starter house, but also with some bamboo. So I'll grab some spruce and oak wood, the rest of my sad collection of deep slate, and some copper and moss. I'm going to build this next to where the panda will be, and it's going to be on the side of the hill, so you can enter on different levels. Starting with some moss and mossy cobblestone. I know that it's not part of the theme in my starter base, but I still do want this build to fit in with the panda thing that we're doing today. Now that we've done that, I'll add some spruce pillars going up for a few blocks, and some spruce trim to connect it so that I can expand the floor up 1 block. I'll fill the gap between with oak planks, and the next 4 walls I want to be lighter, so I'll use some bamboo and birch, but the middle is going to be a scaffolding window, I think in all of the sections. I also think that there should be a little overhang with a room off this side, so I'll just make a mini wall and roof fitting with the block palette. On top I'll put some spruce slabs and more oak planks. Now for the roof. I want to do the same roof as on my house, but with a mangrove trim. Over here, I also want a platform hanging off the side, the opposite side that is, to lead to the entryway. And since this is a farmhouse, I'm going to add lights in the form of jack-o'-lanterns. Aside from the copper aging on the roof, I think that the outside is complete. So now we can work on the inside with our farms, and I have a lot of andesite, so probably mostly that for the inside, along with some tuff and maybe dorite. For the farm, we need some glass and the various redstone necessities. I don't have enough redstone, so I'm going back into the caves. I don't like this area though, it's kind of scary. Ooh, there's diamonds though. I'm going to start by clearing the room out because some of the outside is still inside. So now that's done, I'm thinking the 2 farms should go back here where there isn't any actual wall. That way I can dig it out more if I need to. And I need to actually remember how to make a bamboo farm. I know that we need pistons for the layer that I'm going to chop off, so maybe we divide the wall in half. Although I don't need as much cactus as bamboo, I don't think, so it could just be the section here and the bamboo for all of the rest, and that would give us 8 pistons. Maybe to frame all of this in, we could use some strip spruce and green terracotta, just on that 1 dot. For the actual farm, I'm doing the basic observer tower thing all the way to the top, so I'm not making it super tall, but that being said, I did already run out of observers still. Behind the glass, I do want to keep it pretty light, so I'll use the dorite for that, along with the glowstone. And now we're ready to add the bamboo. Actually, scratch that. I said it with such confidence, but I do still need to install the rail and entire collection system. Okay, but as for the cactus farm, we don't have a lot of room, so let's just start by laying out the system for a couple. And it needs water to funnel any cactus that breaks into 1 block, so I'll take it down 1 more, but I do want to make a green dye farm using the bamboo as fuel, just because the cactus need around here isn't super great, for the plant itself at least, so I need to figure out how to line this up. And we need another hopper for this. The way it works is just that the cactus hopper connects to the top of a furnace while the bamboo connects to the side. I'm hoping that because the bamboo has 2 hoppers, it'll still have a lot for building blocks. And with this water bucket, it should be almost set up. The last step is adding one hopper here. Oh, actually the water won't reach, but no, this is savable, I think. There we go. And here's our first cactus. Yes, it's working. Okay, I was worried about that, but this will be helpful for experience in the future as well. Actually, if I had some more storage, that is. So now this thing is functional, but it's pretty ugly. The cactus farm doesn't even have a window, but for the cactus interior, I'll buy some green terracotta and glazed terracotta, as well as some andesite on the bottom. Perfect. Now I need to deal with the collection room. I'll use a bunch of dripstone for the wall and smooth stone for the floor. The main floor, I want it to be a mixture of stones, some cobbles, some deep slate, and some andesite, along with maybe a little bit of basalt. The floor above, though, will be mushroom and dripstone, with also dirt, because I overestimated my dripstone supply. To make use of this little room, I'll make it a bedroom. Eventually, I do want to have villagers in here, but I just don't have the supply at the moment. The last major change to this is adding a chimney somewhere, so I'll do just this makeshift fireplace in the corner, and just extend this all the way above the roof. Yeah, that works. And we even have an area in here that has fire. For the decoration inside, I want to use a lot of plant pots with bamboo and cactus, and maybe some farming crops that are growing inside for some reason, on little beds with artificial lighting. Beautiful. We might be pushing the limit of potted bamboo and cactus in one room, but that's okay. We've got a decent interior, but the farmhouse still needs an actual farm, so I'll have the general area first. And to border the farm, I'll use some cobble deep slate walls. I'm also adding a path through the field. I don't know what I want to plant here, but I might just make it a beetroot field, even though I have almost no beetroot seed. To keep away any intruders, I'll put a very intimidating scarecrow right in the middle, and some extra hay bales, even though this is a beetroot farm, so I don't know where they came from, but also some red flowers that fit a bit better with the theme. This is looking good. It'll look better, of course, when the beetroot grows, but now that we've been thoroughly distracted, we can work on Harry's Panda house. Like I said, this build is going to be a lot of bamboo, hence our farmhouse we built, but it also has some spruce, oak, and mangrove lining the roof, which is birch and sandstone. So that's the exterior, but it currently has no floor, or, well, anything inside, and I want to have a grid pattern for at least part of the floor, so I'm going to see what it actually takes to make some daylight sensors. I'm using them just for the middle, I think, because I made 9, but I think with oak for the rest of it. Actually, unless I could make some bee boxes. Those have a good texture on top that I think could work well. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Okay, so now we need a centerpiece light. I'll grab some more plant pots, some netherwort, mushroom, orange glass, terracotta, and mangrove. I know I just gathered materials, but I don't have a solid plan. I just know that I want to use these types of things. Okay, so I've got this here, but I need to figure out plants to put in the pots, and I'm thinking some bamboo to tie it in, and maybe some torch flowers. Yeah, okay, it's kind of big for the space, but it's alright. There isn't going to be much else going on in here. So we've built the house, but we need the actual panda enclosure, so I'm going to take some deep slate walls and sketch out that area. And it's all walled in, but I'm going to take out all of the trees that aren't part of the wall so that I can see the whole space better. I'm gonna have the panda version of a cat tower out here, made with some bamboo and mossy cobble. There we go, something simple like that, but adding some climbable stuff to make this that hopefully a panda can use. I'll put some similar stuff around, and I think some cherry, mangrove, and bamboo for the bigger plant life. I've added some grass and leaves to the enclosure, and now I can finally bring Harry in. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Okay. He seems to be enjoying it. I mean, as far as I can tell. I'm adding a barrier between the stairs. I know a panda can't fall down here, but it's actually kind of annoying me falling down. The rest of the room isn't decorated, but it's fine. Since these buildings are kind of on the water, I'll put in a basic dock running along the buildings, kind of similar to what we've done before. And maybe a makeshift sign right here. And I forgot that I actually wanted to have some hanging garden beds here, of course with the beetroot, as well as some little workbench things, and the usual dockside decor. The last thing to do for the area is link it up with a path, starting from our barn area and running between the buildings all the way to the dock. So now, with that complete, our area is finished. We've built an entire swamp side to our farming district, along with a house fit for our lone panda here. We've also got the beetroot farm. Not sure how much I'll use it, but inside there is a complete bamboo and cactus farm, which is handy. However, that is all the time that I have for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.